And I wanted to talk about a factor in SHTF that nobody on YouTube considers. And when we talk about using children in survival efforts and in defensive operations, everybody always thinks about labor. So I agree, they can do a lot of labor, they can do a lot of work, but when you look at children in the 8th grade through 12th grade arena, you can actually use them as a force multiplier. And the way you do that is you have them do some of the brain work for you. And when we talk about brain work, there's a lot of different kinds of brain work they can do. I taught 9th grade science and earth science, and I taught physics and chemistry and environmental science to 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders for about 2 years as a volunteer. And I taught 8th grade science for a year as a paid employee. And what we're looking at, everybody would keep telling me that the students didn't have the basis to do the work. And I just called Bravo Sierra on that, and because of that I was very unpopular at the school, because you have to have high expectations to have high accomplishments. And that is a rule that will apply in SHTF. So with children from ages 14 up through 18, you need to set a high expectation of achievement. And they will rise to that. And a lot of students that I had reading difficulties. I've had students in 8th and 9th grade that read on the 2nd grade level. And you can actually advance that and help them to achieve. And during SHTF, there is a lot of things children can do. They can do a lot of technical work. They can do a lot of tests. They can do a lot of measurement, experimentation. So ideas for this include the capacity to do trigonometry. So they can measure quantities. They can help you build things by doing the brain work part. During science club in 8th grade, I taught a group of 10 students how to use survey instruments. So an hour a day for about 7 days, you can teach a group of students how to use a transit, and they can lay out buildings. They can help you make maps. They can do all kinds of field measurement in support of expedient and improvised construction. They can help with the construction work itself because that involves a lot of measurement, trigonometry, and their minds are young and sharp, and they can learn these skills very fast, a lot faster than most adults. So if you need a lot of people to support your survival efforts, you can use youngsters from 14 to 18 years old because they have the capacity to rapidly learn to do complex stuff. Now, other things I did when I taught earth science, I taught them how to do soil sampling. So in your grow operations, your farming, that kind of stuff, the test kits that are designed for testing nutrients in the soil, they are more than capable of locating the test spots using measuring equipment, taking the samples, running the tests, and recording the data, transferring that to a map. Now, in addition to that, I also taught them how to do different tests on water supplies. So they can test for chemical contamination. They can test for fecal coliform. They can test for all kinds of things. And what you find is soil test kits Water test kits on Amazon are extremely cheap, and you can get them in bulk. And knowing what nutrients you need to add is critical in survival. So when we're looking at these young people, they can also do accounting. So if you need stuff inventoried, if you need to go into a building that is secure and inventory the contents and decide what you're going to take out of that building, they're really good for that. And in most cases, in a survival environment, boredom will be the biggest problem you have with children. Allowing them to do these things will actually provide them an outlet for their energy. So, just a few thoughts. Please share your comments. We'll see you on the next video.